Howdy, Ottawa County, and welcome back to Meeting Minutes, Board of Commissioners meetings conveniently recapped in 3 minutes or less. Today we're covering the September 9th Standing Committee meetings. Trust me, you're not going to want to miss this one. You'll see why in a sec. As always, these meeting recordings are available on our YouTube channel, and you can follow along using the meeting agendas found on miottawa.org. You'll see timestamps right here to indicate which video as well as what time each motion is introduced. We're going to try a slightly different video format today to see if we can make it a bit quicker and easier to watch while keeping it just as informative. Let me know in the comments below if you like this change. So here's what happened in the Planning and Policy Committee meeting. The committee approved an updated intergovernmental agreement with the Lakeshore Regional Entity to continue the Substance Use Oversight Policy Board through the end of 2026. A motion updating the Land Bank Authority's bylaws was tabled until next month's meeting to clarify some language. Changes to the Commissioner Mileage Reimbursement Policy were discussed, and it was at this point the power went out at the Fillmore Complex. After a few minutes of confusion, the meeting continued and was recorded thanks to some quick thinking and action from our communications staff. The changes to mileage reimbursement policy was tabled for further discussion to make sure this policy is approached with care to maintain transparency and fairness. Some slight changes were made to the county's substance abuse policy for employees, nothing significant, really just cleaning up some language. A new policy dictating what types of animals are allowed inside of county buildings was approved. The county's risk management policy was revised. The policy dictating appointments to boards and commissions was also revised. And we heard updates from Veteran Services and the Lakeshore Nonprofit Alliance, as well as annual reports from the Prosecutor's Office and Sheriff's Office. Moving on to Finance and Administration. We started with a progress report on the county's ARPA funds presented by Interim Administrator Gary Rosema and Strategic Impact Director Paul Sachs, and then got into the agenda. The board approved a $250,000 appropriation of board initiative funds to Tri-Cities Area Habitat for Humanity to support housing developments. $25,000 was granted from board initiative funds to Veteran Services to support their medical transportation program. The board's mileage reimbursements and the general accounts payable claims from the last month were approved. Several teams in the Public Health Department, as well as the Sheriff's Office, had their fee schedule updated, taking cost of living and consumer price index into account. The Sheriff's Office added one patrol deputy position to Allendale Charter Township at a cost of $206,000, paid for by the township. We approved a 6-year, $150,000 contract with VertiGIS for GIS software. We approved a 5-year, $73,000 contract with Spectrum Business for fiber internet service. The committee approved both a general and IT-focused cost allocation plan for the fiscal year 2026 budget. Speaking of which, the fiscal year 2026 budget was approved. Budget adjustments for the last month were approved, and a number of detailed financial statements were officially received. And finally, a month-end update was provided by Treasurer Cheryl Clark about how the county's investments are doing and what we can expect as Federal Reserve rates could be changing soon. And that's it for this month's Standing Committee meetings. Remember, each of the agenda items approved in these meetings are forwarded onto the full Board of Commissioners meeting on Tuesday, September 23rd at 6:30 p.m. for final approval. So I'll see you then. Have a great day.